So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Happy Wednesday. How's your week going? Is it awesome? Exactly what you expected it to be, or it's like, oh, okay. I don't know about you. I get a lot done every single week, but I never get done what I thought I was going to get done, and that's the big surprise of life, isn't it? And then some weeks I get stuff done, I'm like, wow, how'd that happen? Wow, it is, I guess. So today we're talking about goals and how to keep moving consistently toward those goals. For those of you who take off running really fast, like say in January, and then you wear yourself out, I'll give you a technique that I started using, 15 years ago now. And I've shared it with so many people in the community, and they use it as well. It'll help you, I promise. It's coming up today. It's a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. The positive boost you need every single day. A long time ago, when I was born in the Portsmouth Naval Hospital in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It's not there anymore. Well, the old one's not there anymore, I guess. I was born, and very quickly I started to grow up. And when I did, I looked around the world. I said, the world is screwed up. I just knew it when I was really young. It was a good world. I see the world really positively. I like the world, but I was like, okay, this is weird. Sometimes you have to look at the world for what it is and decide to be happy no matter what anyway. I think it's our state just to be that way, but it's so easy for things to get on your skin, right? So I began to look at it that way a long time ago, and I began to just interpret it a bit and have to get the tools and the mindset to deal with a lot that's going on so I could be successful, do the things I wanted to do, just like what you want to do, right? And along the way, I interpreted the thing called common sense. Now, back when I grew up, I graduated high school in the late 70s. Common sense was pretty cool back then. Wait a second. We had inflation back then. It's like back then is now, and now is like it was back then. So maybe there was no common sense. I was just young and naive. I don't know. But either way, over time, I learned to interpret it, and we call it Scott Logic. That's what you're going to get here today. My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Happy you're here today. Facebook group is cool. Go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. Answer my secret questions. They're so hard. How long have you listened to me? What would you like to get out of the group? And what's your big ass goal? Answer those 3 questions. I'll let you in the group, and then be cool and be nice when you get there. It's number 1 rule. If you're not cool and if you're not nice, and I'll let you interpret that, but I think you'll fit just fine. But if you're not, you'll just be gone. You won't even know why you're gone. You just won't be able to get in anymore. That's all. No, no. We don't worry about that stuff. No. If you come in and you disrupt the group, we're not going to negotiate with you. No. You knew what you were doing. You can ask to come back if you want to, but no, you're just gone. That's the world. That's our Facebook group, so you can check it out if you want to, okay? Is that mean? I don't think so. Nice and cool. That's a rule. So real fast before I get on today, it's kind of interesting. Today's an exciting day as I record. Actually, a little distracted today. You know why? Because I have race cars outside my window. I'm serious. The Rolex 24 is going on at the Daytona International Speedway, and we live in Port Orange, Florida, south of Daytona. And the wind is blowing from that direction, from the north. And when you live in the Daytona Beach area, and they bring, they're running 40-some cars this year. It's like, you can hear them like a bunch of bumblebees over there. But you don't live in this area if you don't like NASCAR and race cars and motorcycles and things that are loud and exhaust and horsepower. You just I'm really far away from the speedway, but man, I can hear those cars say, I need to buy a ticket and go check it out, but it's really cold too, so I'm glad I kind of didn't. So goals. This is kind of an interesting thing. Stephen Covey, a long time ago, talked about sharpening the saw. Have you heard that? It's amazing. People are, when it comes to learning life skills, people are like, remember the movie in Montana? What is a river? A river runs through it. Is that the one with Brad Pitt? And they did a lot of trout fishing, fly fishing in the streams. I consider going through life like fly fishing. I do. And so Stephen Covey had this thing, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and he talked about sharpening the saw. Was it in that one? I don't know if it was in that one or not. I don't recall. And he did it. And basically, Stephen Covey was standing on the stream in Montana talking about sharpening the saw. And a lot of people come down that stream like fish, and they come past it because they learn it. And you think everybody has learned about sharpening the saw, but the truth is there's still fish coming down the stream. So if you haven't heard about it, you've just been coming down the stream for a while. And watch out, there's a hook. We're going to get you here pretty quick. Nonetheless, basically, I'll let you go study it and figure it out yourself. But it comes down to this, that if you sharpen your blade, you're going to cut more wood, right? Now, some people these days don't take time to sharpen in the blade, and they're having trouble cutting more wood. Same thing applies to life. In fact, I could say a lot of folks don't go to the gym, which I could call that sharpening the blade. If you don't go work out, you're going to have trouble really, really being sharp when you get to work. So it works on a lot of different levels. So I created a formula a long time ago because that's what we do. That's, listen, we're the kind of guy that we create. Listen, in my world, we make acronyms. We create formulas. That's what we do because we give you a formula. We give you a unique mechanism. Hey, come on. You jump in this thing. How are you going to do it? Well, do this unique mechanism of mine. It'll work for you. We do that because the human mind works, so we make it easy. But in my world, that's where it all starts. That's why sometimes you see us with crazy acronyms that mean nothing at all, other than the fact that we just made it up one day. Like SMART goals. Kind of made up. I disagree with SMART goals, by the way. Smarter goals, a little better. Okay, offshoot there. Ask me sometime why I don't agree with SMART goals and why I like smarter goals, and I'll tell you. So my recipe, my acronym that works really well is the 5 R's because I was really creative that day. What am I going to call this thing? Well, there's 5 R's. Let's call it the 5 R's. Awesome, Scott. That means something to everybody. Rest, rejuvenate. Oh, that's right. I messed it up already. Ritual, rest, rejuvenate, reactivate, repeat. All right, so let's go through that for a second here. Ritual. Success comes when you perform ritualistic actions every single day. Figure it out where it works and do it again and again and again. Eat right, do it every day. Work out, do it every day. Some exercise every day. Don't listen to the government. They say most days of the week. The government has no idea what they're talking about. Bureaucrats just want a retirement paycheck. That's it. So whatever you want in your world that you want consistently, you want to keep in your world, figure out what works and do it again and again and again. And every now and then bring in something new. Figure out what works and do it again. So ritualistically do whatever works for you, okay? That's the first thing. The second one is called rest. So running full out all the time is not sustainable. You must stop and rest. I say this all the time to my clients. Because one of the first things that happens is people get going really, really fast and they run full out and, then they're like pumping themselves full of, IVs to calm the adrenal glands and all that stuff, and they wear themselves out, and they have to go off on a retreat someplace, and they lose their mojo because they just wore themselves out. It's not sustainable to do that. So, yeah, sometimes you sprint forward, there's no doubt, but you got to rest. So running full out, we now know is not sustainable, so you must stop and rest and do that. So as you're ritualistically going through your days, you'll need to find time to ritualistically take some rest. It's okay. Now, resting allows your body and your mind to do what? To rejuvenate and become healthy again. One of the best ways to describe this is if you do go to the gym by chance, and right now it's crazy. You know, the new year used to start on January 1st. The gyms were always crazy on January 1st. And then it got pushed back a little bit, and now it's about the 18th to 20th of January. So just in the past week or so, the gyms have gotten crazy. It's insane right now. It's okay. It'll be gone in 2 weeks. It's like, oh, my 30-day membership's over. I'm done. But what happens is when you go to the gym and you work out, and you do cardio, you do weights, you should do weights, the growth that happens for you is in the resting time. It's when you go to bed at night. It's when you sleep really, really well. It rejuvenates and you become healthy again. And so that's what you need to do. So when you rest, you take a vacation. If you go on a vacation, and I get the fact that you're just, hey, it's a mindset change. I'm up in Pigeon Forge, and Pigeon Forge is insane. It is. It's a lot of fun, but it's insane. Gatlinburg is more insane. But if you're up there and you had a busy, busy week, you've been working really hard on everything that you're doing, you've been months and months and months at the office, and you're going to go down to the mountains of Tennessee, and now you're going to stay busy nonstop for 18 hours a day. Yeah, while you're getting a mind shift, and you may be getting somewhat of a rest, you haven't allowed rejuvenation. Go fishing. Sleep in. Let's take your time. Rejuvenate, okay? You'll know when you're right. So then we move on to reactivate, and this is when you're ready, and it's time to reactivate and get into action mode. Now, I am a big fan of this, and a lot of people don't agree with me. We can reactivate because it's Monday morning time to go. We can reactivate all the time, and we do all the time. Got to go to the grocery store, got to eat some food. We're reactivating, right? But there is a time when you're doing big projects, when you really want to move your life to a different level, when you want to take on something that's going to be life-changing, going to move the needle, as they say. And I completely believe that until you have taken a rest and rejuvenated, that you can't reactivate. And I also have gone so far as to believe that you know when it's time. Again, some of the basic stuffs in life you can just do. You can just fire up right away. You can push yourself through it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. But the big stuff in life, the stuff that really, really fulfills you, you know it, I know it. You've been there before when you just feel like you're ready to go, or you feel like it's not quite ready yet. You got to be honest about this one. But if you pay attention to what's going on and how your body and your mind feels, you'll know when you're ready. A lot of you listen to me right now. Said, Scott, you've been rejuvenating for about a year now, haven't you? I said, yeah, I've had a good long 15-year run here since I started this business. I've been rejuvenating, and now you're seeing me start to reactivate again in a big ass way. It's awesome. And finally, we're going to keep repeating until you get what you want. If you've listened to me for any length of time, you know I love simple because simple works. It's the ultimate in sophistication, being simple. And that's why I can say the world's simplest success recipe is stand up, take a step, repeat. How long? You keep going until you get what you want. Why the hell would you stop before you got that anyway? You ritualistically go after it. You rest along the way. You give a chance to rejuvenate. You reactivate. And what do we do then? Repeat again and again and again and again. It's like the Rolex 24. 24 hours of racing. I think it starts at 1:46 p.m. and goes until 1:46 p.m. the next day. That's it. Just keep repeating until you get done. Then count your laps. That's kind of it. I guess so. I'm not really into the endurance stuff. I like the NASCAR stuff better. I'm not a huge NASCAR fan, but it is fun to watch. Hey, if you ever want to come to Daytona and have some fun, don't watch NASCAR. Watch the motorcycle races. It's a whole lot more fun. These guys are insanely... No, they're just insane. I'll leave it at that. As all there is, and I ride a motorcycle. I do. Not like that, though. Yes, I wear a helmet. For those of you who send me emails, yes, I do. So tomorrow, one-word questions for success. If you're a journalist, and there are not very many in the world these days, you know these questions. If you're not, you can use them better than any journalist on the planet right now to have your own personal success. Coming up tomorrow.